girls, welcome to another science class, right? We're still on the topic plants, remember? Good. Now today we'll be looking at something new. Remember in our previous class we looked about the life cycle. We talked about photosynthesis in plants, right? Now today we're going to look at something really new. But before I begin, you know the rules. You're going to have to guess what we'll be looking at today. Okay, let me start by singing this song. I'm a plant, I have many different parts. I have my root, the stem, the leaf, the flowers and the fruit. I'm a plant, I have many different parts. I have the root, the stem, the leaves, the flowers and the fruit. I'm a plant, I have many different parts. I have the root, the stem, the leaves, the flowers and the fruit. I'm a plant. Good. Give yourself a clap. Okay. Now that we've all listened to that very song, who is going to guess for me what today's class is going to be all about? Come on. All right. Marcus, you want to say something? Yes. We're okay. Marcus, we're looking at plants, yes. But we're looking at something different about plants today. Very good, Anita. Anita said the parts of a plant. What will today's class be all about? The parts of a plant. Good. Now, this is a plant here. The song mentioned some of the parts. I hope you was all listening, okay? So now, who can say for me at least one part of a plant? John? Very good. John said the root. Someone else? Crystal is saying the leaf. Very good. Come on, there's more other parts. Very good, Anita. Anita said the fruit. Another part. Very good. The flower and the stem. So the parts of the plants are the fruit, the leaf, the flower, the stem, and the roots. Very good, boys and girls. Okay. Now, in our classes, we spoke about what is a plant, right? So who can say for me what is a plant? John, let me have you. Yes, plants are living things. Okay. Something else about plants. They make their own food. Very good. They provide us with oxygen. Very good, boys and girls. Now let's read what they say about plants. It says, a plant are living organisms that provide their own food. What are plants? They are living organisms that produce their own food. Now, there are parts of plants. Let's look what we say for parts of a plant. They say a plant is made up of the root, the stem, the leaf, the flower, and the fruit. What are the parts, class? The root, the stem, the leaf, the flower, and the fruit. Very good. Now, I'm pretty sure you all have seen a plant before, right? And seeing as how we know these parts of a plant, now, just at home, when we have our different roles, our different job, our mother have their role in the house and these sort of things, the plant's parts have their own job or their own role or function to do to ensure that the plant is healthy and strong, right? Good. So who can say for me what are some of the function or some of the role of the parts of the plants? Okay. Who will go first? Crystal? Crystal is saying the leaf make the food. Very good. Very good. Who else want to give it a try? Gordon? No, Gordon. The root doesn't carry water to the plant. The root doesn't carry water to the leaf. What carry water to the leaf? Who wants to help Gordon out? Very good, Shaliq. The stem takes the water to the leaves. Very good. Okay, there are more other parts of the plant that have their different function. Who? Come on. Come on. Sienna? Very good. Sienna said a flower is where pollination takes place. Very good. I see you all have been reading and keeping up. Okay, very good, boys and girls. Now, there's another part missing. A part that we all like to eat. You know, everybody like to eat their fruit. What is another part? Very good, Ezekiel, the fruit. I don't care what the function for the fruit. The fruit hold the seed. Very good, boys and girls. Very good. Now let's read what it says about the parts of the the role. It says the role of the parts of the plant. It says the root. The root absorbs water and mineral from the soil. What does the root do? It absorbs water and mineral from the soil, and it anchors the plant in the ground. What does it do? It anchors the plant in the ground. So you see the root has two functions of which it carries out, right? This is the root here. You see this plant has many roots, right? Going on to say the roots absorb the water and the mineral from the ground, right? And it anchors the plant into the ground. So you see the root anchor the plant firmly like this into the ground, and from the root is where it absorbs its water and minerals from the soil for the plant. Okay? Okay. Let's move to another one. We have the stem. Who can tell me about the stem? Very good. The stem takes the water to the leaf. Very good. Okay, Ezekiel, I see you paying attention. Very good. Quiet down now. Quiet down. Good. Let's read now. Read for me. The stem supports the plant above the ground and carries the water and mineral to the leaves. The stem supports the plant above the ground and carries the water and mineral to the leaves. Now, take a look here again. Okay, let me take some off. There's too many. Let me take some off, right? Okay. Okay. We have the root here, right? We have the root here, right? So this is the stem now. When the root absorbs the water and the mineral from the soil, the stem then transports the water, and the stem collect the water from the root and take it up to the leaves, right? The stem carries the water from the root to the leaves, okay? Look what it says here. It says the stem supports the plant above the ground. You see the plant is above the ground? Good. And it carries the water and mineral to the leaf. The leaves here, right? The leaves, right? Okay. Now, okay. Now we're going to look at the leaves, right? And what we said about the leaves? The leaves make the food for the plant. Very good, Crystal. Very good. Now let's read what it says. It says the leaf collect energy from the sun and make food for the plant. So the leaf also have two jobs of what it does for the plants, right? The leaf collect the energy from the sun and make the food for the plants, okay? So these are the leaves for this plant, right? Remember, we have the stem, we have the root. Sorry, thank you for correcting me. We have the root, the stem. Now we have the leaf. Okay. Now let's move to the flower. You see the flower here? Everyone see it? You've all saw a flower before, right? There's flower outside at the moment, okay? In your kitchen garden, around your school environment, or at home. We've all saw flower before, right? Okay. Sometimes you guys have saw daddy giving mommy flowers at home and so, right? Okay. So we know what flowers are. Now let's read what it said about the flower. It says the flower, this is the reproductive part of the plant. What it says? The flower is the reproductive part of the plant. Good. So Good. So the flower ensure that reproduction takes place. Inside of the flower is where we have the reproductive organs for the plant. So the flower is the reproductive part of the plant. Good. Now let's look at the fruit. Let's read what it says about the fruits, right? The fruit, they protect the seed found inside of the plant. The fruits protect the seed found inside of the plants, okay? This plant here doesn't have any fruit, but we've all saw fruits on a plant, on a tree before, or a plant, right? Have you ever seen a mango tree with lots of mango on it, right? Guinea tree, we have cherry tree right in our backyard, and these sort of thing, right? Name some fruit tree for me that you've seen fruits on. Passion fruit, very good. What else? Fat pulp, very good. All these are plants that have fruit. However, this plant here doesn't have a fruit. Okay, now that we've all looked, we've listed the parts of the plant, we explained the roles of these parts of this plant now, and everyone is familiar with it. Let's try and see if we can label this plant, right? I have here a blank plant, sorry. Let's try and label it. Now, before I begin, I will call on one of you, any of you, so get ready, and I'm going to ask you where to place the labels on the plant, right? When you say where, you're going to say, for me, what is it this part does or do, okay? Good. Let's start with the root. Find the roots on the plant. Say where should I place it, and say what's the function and what's the role of the root. Marcus, let's begin with you. It's at the bottom. What's its function now? It absorbs water for the plant. Okay. Somebody else, list me another function of the root. It absorbs water and it anchor the plant into the ground. Very good, Sienna. Okay, so the root goes here. Another part. We have the stem. Who wants to say where the stem is on this plant? Above the root. Very good. Very good, Andrew. Now, who wants to say what's the function of the stem for me? Very good, Anita. The stem takes the water from the root and give it to the leaves. Very good. Okay, now we have here the leaf. Michael? Okay, Michael said here's the leaf. Okay, Michael, say for me what's the function of the leaf? The leaf makes the plant food. Okay. Makes food for the plant. Very good. Okay, what's at the top here? The flower. Very good, Anita. Very good. Okay, and we have here the very last one, the fruit. Very good, Ezekiel. And what we said about the fruit? The fruits hold the seeds for the plants. Very good. So you all can label a plant for me, right? To show its parts. Okay, now you've all been placed into three groups. We have the cherry, the banana, and the apple group, right? Good. Group A, which is the cherry group, you're going to list for me 3 parts of the plant. What are you going to do? List 3 parts of the plant. Group B, which is the banana, you're going to list the 5 parts of the plant. What you're going to list? The 5 parts. And for the last group, Group C, you're going to list the parts, all 5, and you're going to say the function of them all. Is everyone understood? Okay. Now, thank you all for having me as your science teacher. I hope you do enjoy your rest of your day. Bye-bye. Stay safe.